on?
It's the Sini-Gang with El Boogie.
And Sterno Supernova.
Hey there, Sterno.
Hey, Boogie.
It's as we're recording this, it's Star Wars week. What I consider Star Wars week.
I agree with that. Star Wars week.
As in the new Star Wars movie, Star Wars Episode 7, is coming out this week. Are you excited?
Yes, I am, and it's a different thing because I remember when Episode 1 came out. You know how we were all excited for that because
in 1990.
I don't remember the year.
Or 2002.
Something like that. Whatever it came out, we were all
98,
like
98. No, 99.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna guess because I don't know for sure. But anyway, I remember the hype around it, the excitement we all felt. You know, it was more because we saw the different the CGI that they put out there. Like, oh, it's gonna be awesome. And it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best thing ever. But this time, I'm actually feeling a lot better about it. You know, because I know we learned from those first, episode 1, 2, and 3, and I think it's going to be good, and it should be a lot more. I'm expecting a lot from this one. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed. I mean, I don't expect to be disappointed. It's always a chance, but I think it should be good.
Yep, I have confidence. It's going to be a good movie. I can't wait. I am a Star Wars fanatic, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a term for Star Wars fans? Like Trekkies or Star Trek fans?
I think you guys didn't want to be like...
Yeah, because that's really geeky.
Well, I'm both, so I don't really care. I mean, then you have people like Trekkies, and I'm like, it's stupid, it's dumb.
It is.
I know but
and I think
it's a different, it's a different story about the different franchises. So,
and for some reason, Star Wars to me, in my eyes, sort of exceeds the geek crowd, as in.
Yeah, I understand.
As in the regular person who doesn't call themselves is a geek.
Yeah,
like can be a Star Wars fan.
I mean, I've talked about this with other people. Star Wars is more of a mythology. It's like something that it's a hero story, which people love. Hero story, well, it was anyway. Now it's just like a big saga. Whereas Star Trek, you have all the people talking about the science behind that, how you make the warp engine flow, the moral implications of everything, and so it's a different.
Yeah, that in Star Wars.
Too. Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not like.
I mean, I've actually looked at a blueprint of the Millennium Falcon.
Well, yeah, but it's.
I'm like, yeah, this is weird.
But you're not going to debate whether or not the ion engines that are better on the TIE Fighter versus the Millennium Falcon's propulsion unit and the different.
The average fan will.
No, the average fan will not. Whereas
I think that's the difference between Star Trek is there is no really average fan. Well, I mean, there are some, but it's not a large group of average Star Trek fans. There's average Star Wars fans.
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe. I'm not sure about that statement. I'm not sure what you're getting at. Like, you mean for the common people?
Yeah,
that was
the common folk.
But actually, that's why the the movie that came out by Abrams, the guy who's making the Star Wars movie, was kind of polarizing because it appeals.
Star Trek, you're talking about Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek and Star Trek Into the Darkness.
The guy that made this new Star Wars movie that's coming out.
Right.
He sort of changed the way.
He said he wanted to make movies for people that like movies, not for Star Trek fans. Which a lot of the Star Trek fans were like, "What? We've invested our life into this franchise, and you threw away our continuity and blah blah." Whereas people that enjoy the thing just for Star Trek being Star Trek, I'm okay with it. They rebooted it because it wasn't accessible to a lot of people, so maybe I think it's drawn more people in than before than the newer Star Trek, and I think Star Wars, that's a different thing. Star Wars is awesome too. I like I said, I like them both, but if you had to tell me which one, if I had to pick which one I was more into, it would edge out for Star Trek just a little bit, but I still like Star Wars a lot.
I took an engineering class a long time ago, and the teacher
wasn't engineering your major. A class.
This was actually intro to engineering.
Okay,
what I'm talking about. Okay. This was the intro to engineering class, and the very first day of class, the teacher was like, "What is the one moment in history that changed engineering forever?" And everyone started saying. Getting a man on the moon, or the invention of of electricity or the light bulb or something or the telephone or whatever.
Okay.
And he kept saying nope, nope, nope. He's like, the turn that created what engineering is as we know today is Star Wars. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, 1979, wasn't it?
Well, he says before that there weren't that many engineers, and after that, everyone wanted to be an engineer and develop new things like Star Wars. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't think I buy that either.
This guy, he didn't even seem like a Star Wars fan. He was an old guy and basically out of touch with reality.
Well, maybe that's why he's saying that.
I wanted to argue with him. I'm
like, argue with the professor if you want to get a good grade.
Exactly.
You let him go and you talk about him behind his back. That's what everybody does.
I mean, I wish I remember his basis for the argument, but I don't remember it. He had a lot of stuff to base it on.
So he's had time to polish his argument on the whole thing anyway. So yeah, wow, I don't buy that either. That sounds just kind of off.
So the release of the Star Trek movie is like an event.
Star Wars
movie is an event.
Keep them straight.
Do you like the way movies nowadays are like big events now? Now, I mean, well
what do you mean
I
now?
I think that's one thing Star Wars started was this whole well, not even just the whole series of movies where people get excited for. I mean, we do it. It happens like that for all the movies now.
Yeah.
You have your Harry Potter movies. They do the same thing. And you have your fandom for Harry Potter movies.
Lord of the
Rings is the same
like
way.
That. Yeah. Hunger Games.
Twilight.
I still have not seen one Twilight movie, but yeah.
You're missing out.
Whatever. How many have you seen?
One.
Okay.
I read the first book too.
Okay. Well, you're up on me on that.
Yeah. Even the lesser, well, like Divergent, they're trying to make it like
Maze Runner, same thing. Like yeah. Everybody wants to be the next like big
franchise.
Yeah.
Or big. They want to create fans, I guess. And the funny thing is, I used to think it takes them like years to make a Star Wars movie because they're trying to do it right for the fans, and then all of a sudden you get like 3 Lord of the Rings movie within like 3 years.
Well, didn't they do nonstop filming?
Yeah, but
and they just
it lessens the effect for me though.
That you get them that they come out rapid fire.
Yeah. Same thing with the Hunger Games movies.
Really? I kind of
you enjoy it that way.
I wouldn't want to wait more than like 3 or 4 years for the next installment. Would you? I mean, I guess I don't know. The people get older. I don't mind that they come out quick as long as they're not too quick, where the quality lessens. Do you think the quality is lessened because they come out so quickly? Is that what you're trying to get to?
I don't know.
Okay. As long as they keep up the quality of the acting, the special effects, all the cinematography, I'm okay with them coming out quickly. I mean,
X-Men movies come out like every other year. The Avengers whole,
that's true.
That whole thing right now is coming out one every year, basically.
Yeah.
Like every year, we're like, what's the Marvel movie this year?
Right. And they told us the schedule way in advance. So
we have the next 4 or 5 years planned out already.
I know our lives as geeks have been, laid out for us.
Do you think that's too much?
I asked you that like not 2 minutes.
I know.
I have that same question,
and I don't think you answered it.
Well, for me, I don't consider myself the average, person. I don't know.
So you'd be happy with?
I'm okay
one
with
every
it.
month,
as long as the 3 criteria. I mean, the cinematography, the acting, and the special effects don't suffer. I'm okay with it because that's my, I love that stuff. But
so we have these Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Marvel movies.
Right.
We have one every year.
Right.
Are you think they're doing good by doing one every year? At least one every year. There's stuff, we have 2.
Well, it's not like it's not like Captain America every year. It's like
Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man.
Yeah, they rotate the characters. You're not like stuck with the same story. Like Ant-Man was the most. Was Ant-Man the most recent one? Or
yep.
Ant-Man was the most recent one. Yeah, I mean that's.
And before that was Guardians of the Galaxy, or Avengers. Avengers 2.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I think it's fine for me, but I just don't know if people that are weren't into comic books, before would be as enthused, or are we going to hit a point, like I said, a saturation point with the normal people. I don't know.
Well, they'll get tired of it.
Yeah, I don't. Normal is not the right word, but non-comic book geeky people.
The common folk.
It still sounds wrong. The common folk.
I think it lessens the importance of each movie that comes out. Like I said, this Star Wars movie, it's only the 7th movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And some other franchises have released 7 movies in 7 years.
How long did it take between the episode 1, 2, and 3? I don't remember the
1983.
Return of the Jedi? Episode 1.
Between 1999 was episode 1.
Okay.
Let's say they went every 2 years.
Well, see,
99, 2001, 2000. It was around 2004, 2005. So we're about 10 years. We're around 10 years since the last movie.
No, I mean between the two.
You mean you're thinking trilogies?
Yeah, because I'm thinking you don't want the actors to age out of the roles or because if you wait too long between the movies, the actor might not be physically capable, available, might not be attractive anymore. I mean, not to be mean, but you know what I'm saying? That people age normally. There's time does stuff to people. So by going quickly, you got people, they kind of look the same all through, each of the movies, where, because the movies, a lot of times they're meant to be, this happens immediately after the previous movie. So you want to kind of keep a continuity of appearance with the characters.
Okay, so let's start with Star Wars, the very first Star Wars ever.
Uh-huh.
A New Hope, episode 4.
Yep.
1977, that's when that came
77,
out.
Okay, yeah.
The next movie came out in 1980, which was 3 years later.
Okay.
And then after that was 1983, Return of the Jedi, which was the first one I watched in a theater.
No, I watched Empire in the theater. Yeah, okay.
Because you're old.
Yeah, I am 1 year older than you.
And then 1983 was Return of the Jedi. Then we go to 1999 for the next movie,
okay.
which was very highly anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2002, which was 3 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2005, 3 years later.
All
so
right.
they did 3 years between those.
Right.
And then now we're doing 10 years.
Yeah.
For the next one. And the next one will come out in 2 years. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, okay.
2017 and then 2019.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which I have no problem with it being 2 years versus 3 years. I think it's okay, like I said, for the reasons I just talked about. But you think it just lessens the specialness of it, that it comes out so quickly. Okay.
Yes.
It's like having the Olympics every 2 years.
Yes, exactly. If we had an Olympics every year or every 2 years,
mm-hmm.
people would care less. But the fact that the Olympics every 4 years, it's more of an event.
Between every summer and every, I got you.
Yeah. No one cares about Winter Olympics. Let's be real.
You're the one who wants to be in the curling team.
Exactly. That's how unimportant Winter Olympics is. Someone like me could be a curling athlete.
Okay.
All right. So I'm excited about this movie coming out. We're watching it in IMAX. Yeah. In like a real IMAX. Not that fake IMAX.
Is it IMAX 3D or just IMAX?
We're watching it in 3D. Which sort of, I didn't want, but that's what they have there.
Okay. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, the guy we're going with, he doesn't want to watch it in 3D. I'm like, that's what we're watching.
I didn't really.
You don't have to watch it with us if you don't want to.
He's like, okay.
But he hates 3D movies.
I didn't really like 3D all that much when we watched Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm okay with it, but I'm not really. I didn't. If I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have gone for 3D. But
yeah, but it's the only. Well, there's only one IMAX, real IMAX, not that fake IMAX.
Right. And
with the big ass 8 story screen.
Yeah. No, it's something. It's fine. That's the only game in town.
That was the only one we could choose.
That's fine. I'm just saying, but I don't always need to be in 3D. That to me, it's not always a selling point.
I can't wait.
Me too.
We both took the day off. That's how important it is.
I don't want to be stressed. I want to have like a certain frame of mind going into the movie. I want to be calm. I want to be open to, receptive to the whole thing. I don't want to, because I was thinking if I worked that day, like at least even half a day, I might be stressed out. I might be pissed because work doesn't always leave me with a positive attitude. I want to be, in a nice, calm, receptive, ready to enjoy the film kind of frame of mind.
Is there a French or a movie that you wish would have franchised into like more movies?
Oh,
for me, I have one.
Okay.
Which I know you like the movie. I like the movie.
Yeah.
But very few people I know have even seen it.
Okay.
Or the ones that have seen it, just like, oh, it's okay. It's what's his name? John Carter.
Oh yeah,
Son of Mars, or what's the name of the
John
movie?
Carter. It's called John Carter, but it's based on the book John Carter of Mars, or the Princess of Mars. Edgar, what's his name? Edgar Rice Burroughs, is that right?
Yeah,
the guy who did Tarzan, but he had this whole series of books. Actually, I don't know if you can see it in my in people watching the webcam,
but
I actually have a print of that particular thing behind me. Oh no, you can't see it. But anyway, yeah, it would have been good, definitely, because I like that movie. It wasn't the perfect.
It was a space saga.
Yeah, but it wasn't marketed. Well, the name was stupid.
The name, the marketing is like the worst movie marketing ever.
That's like a case, an example of like you said, people can point to that to other people and say this is the worst, a case study of the worst marketing, because they call it John Carter, which doesn't tell you nothing. I barely knew it was a space saga, that there's aliens involved. I mean, come on.
It was Disney, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they
didn't promote it right. They didn't promote it like a science fiction movie. Well, I mean, they commercials.
Just barely.
I guess they tried to promote like the main actor, saying like he was a Brad Pitt. You can't.
I barely even knew the guy. Yeah. I didn't see the other movie he was in. I know he was in like the Wolverine movies and stuff like that. But
yeah, you can't do it with this guy. You can't say, hey, this is a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, and people will just come and watch.
Right.
They sort of did that with this guy, which didn't work. But it was a good movie, and you could see it expanding to other stories.
I mean, I even know there's source material for other books. I mean, it was the whole series. Yeah.
Johnny Carter of Mars.
The lead actress was really hot. I liked the way she looked in that.
Lynn Collins, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I don't know her name. I just remember looking at her. I was like, ooh, nice. Yeah. And it was all open for a sequel too. I totally forgot about that one.
It was, but the movie bombed.
But like we said, it's a case study in what not to do when you want to market your film.
Terrible marketing.
Yeah.
Disney screwed that one up. That one could have been huge.
It could have been.
Let's see other movies that we could maybe have franchised that you never did. Old School. I wish they would do
I don't know. I mean, sometimes with the comedies, they get like the second one just kind of tries to copy the first one. And it kind of lessons, like the Hangover ones, or
Hangover.
Yeah, what else was kind of lessons?
Hangover, just terrible. Terrible.
I didn't watch the second Anchorman. Was that any good?
No, it wasn't.
See, I mean, and the fact that you say Old School and he's in there, I mean, it kind of makes me think that would be the way it would go. So, I mean, yeah. Is there going to be a second Wanted movie?
I think so.
Okay,
but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Because I don't know. I liked Wanted, but I mean, they did certain things that certain characters can't jump to the next one. So I don't know. Part of the draw might not be there.
Yeah, Wanted I liked a lot.
Yeah,
but it was based on a comic that's very the comic was very graphic and adult. And the movie sort of watered it down a lot.
Well, because they don't want to get like a really bad rating. Probably they want to be able to appeal to the biggest audience possible, I guess.
Yeah.
What else could have been?
Well, let's go in the other way. What movies shouldn't have kept going that had kept going?
Hangover.
Exactly, like that.
Anchorman.
I mean, I know a lot of people are fans of these movies here, but Resident Evil. I don't think they should keep making Resident Evil movies. But there are fans. There are people that love these Resident Evil movies. I'm
not really into that. I barely saw I've seen bits and pieces of a few of them, but I've never really seen any of them all the way through.
Same thing with the other one with Mila Jovovich. What's those other vampire killing movies or whatever?
Vampire killing
Mila Jovovich. She's like not a vampire killer, or what is she?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
It's a movie. You've seen at least 2 or 3 of these movies.
Were she the vampire killer?
Not a vampire killer.
Yeah, that's what's killing me, because I don't know what you mean.
Maybe it is. I'm trying to look it up real quick. Is it Mila Jovovich? Or maybe no, she does Resident Evil. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, you're talking about Underworld.
Underworld, the other chick, Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, he threw me off with the Mila Jovovich. I'm like, actually, Yeah, they weren't as good as the first one. But
yeah, the Underworld. I mean, I love the first Underworld movie.
Yeah.
And part of that was because Kate Beckinsale looked so hot killing. What was she
werewolf?
killing? Werewolves.
She's a vampire.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
I didn't like the evolution one that came after that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It didn't have the same impact.
All right, here's a movie that they set out to make a franchise and should have stopped at their first one. Mm-hmm. Transformers.
Oh yeah.
Well, Transformers.
It was so formulaic. I don't even know if formulaic is the right way because
they're just crap. They're like, yo, we're gonna sell tickets no matter what we put out there.
Right.
Let's just not even try.
Kids like the robots and,
we'll
and we put a hot girl in there and people would like it. And I mean, I won't lie, I did watch the second one and the third. Yeah, second, third. I don't think I watched the fourth one. The one with Mark Wahlberg. But yeah, I don't know. After the first one, they didn't have that much more to say as far as, except for we want your money by making more movies. G.I. Joe had a second one, but actually, I didn't think it was horrible, but it wasn't as good as.
Yeah, the second G.I. Joe movie had a lot of problems being made.
Yeah, as in we had to rewrite it based on the star power of the stars.
Yeah,
but I mean, it wasn't as bad as people said, but it wasn't good. I watched it. It was okay. The first one wasn't even that great to begin with, anyway. In my mind,
Terminator needs to stop.
I haven't seen anything since 3. Yeah.
Yeah, Terminator needs to stop.
Are they still going with that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gotten bad. I mean, the second movie is one of the best action sci-fi movies of all time.
Yeah,
Terminator 2.
I love that one. That's why I watched 3 because of 2. 3 was okay.
That's the one with Claire Danes, right?
Yeah, that was fine. I mean, there's a lot of horror ones to keep going on.
Your Friday the 13th, your
Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, they stopped, didn't they? Or no, they rebooted that thing, didn't they, with a different character, different lead actor. What's the one with the trap? The one with the clown face guy, and he's
Texas Chainsaw.
No, clown. No, where you're like in a room and you're oh shoot, it's not Chainsaw. What's it? It's the one where like you're stuck and you gotta cut your hand off or something, and you gotta Saw. Yeah, I was like, I knew Saw was in there somewhere, but I knew it wasn't Chainsaw. The Saw series, and
I enjoy some of them sometimes.
Yeah.
Now here's a franchise movie that was good, got bad, and I think it's good again.
Okay.
Rocky.
I still haven't seen Creed, but I did like
Creed.
Rocky. I liked it.
See, Rocky 1 was one of the best movies of all time.
Right.
Rocky 2 is good.
Really good, yeah.
Rocky 3
was okay.
Oh, it's awesome because of Mr. T.
Well, yeah.
It's not a good movie, but it's an awesome. It's a bad movie.
It kind of
it's a bad movie that I love.
Yeah.
Same thing with Rocky 4, even more to the extreme.
Yeah.
It's a bad movie, but I have to watch it when it's on.
In you. Yeah, I agree with you. 5, I never thought 5
was terrible.
I got warned off by 5 so many times I never bothered to look at 5. Then I saw Rocky Balboa, which I liked a lot.
Yep.
And I know Creed is good.
Creed is awesome.
Haven't watched it yet. I know it's good.
I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a continuation of the Rocky series or a spin-off. I would call it continuation.
You think?
Yeah, because it's not Rocky fighting anymore.
Yeah, I know.
The man's too old.
Well, the thing, why would be
the man was too old in Rocky Balboa.
I know,
which is the point of the movie.
Yeah, they were talking about I got bone growth in my fist. You know, I can't run anymore, but I can, that kind of thing. You don't have the speed, but you got the power. That kind of thing.
Well, he's really old in Creed.
Yeah,
he's like so old. He's like he can't walk. He can walk. He's like, man. So yeah, I guess it's a continuation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love Rocky. I mean, Rocky 3 and 4. While we love it, a lot of people say they're bad movies.
Yeah, well, 4 is so during the Cold War and
the dude comes out to Apollo Creed comes out to James Brown. What's that song?
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Living in America.
Oh yeah, Living in America. Oh my gosh, that's right. Yeah.
Man. So,
but the way they painted the Soviet Union is so like, this evil empire, using Reagan terminology, the evil empire. Yeah, my God.
It's so bad, but I love it.
I watched it not that long ago.
I can quote so much of that movie.
Yeah.
What about Karate Kid? Screw the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about that.
Okay.
I know. Okay, but
I was okay with it.
That's the reboot.
Yeah, it wasn't even karate. But anyway, go ahead.
I know that's the biggest. We're not even getting to that.
Okay.
Let's go with the original.
Karate we're not counting
the we're going up to the next Karate Kid because that was still Pat Morita.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
With
right. You're true with Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank, Oscar-winning actor Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio never won an Oscar.
But she
didn't next Karate
But she didn't win an Oscar for that. Just to be clear, that wasn't her Oscar-winning performance.
Karate Kid #1 is in my top 5 of all time movies, just because it came at a time. I mean, I was a kid. I was a young kid.
Yeah.
That was like the first movie I could remember seeing in a theater.
Oh, well, okay.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as old as you. I don't remember Empire Strikes Back.
No, I remember we actually gave away the ending to someone in line. I felt so bad about that. Anyway, go ahead. I am your father. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, so I watched Karate Kid as a kid. I came out wanting to be the Karate Kid. I came out of the movie wax on, wax offing.
Yep. I remember the priest in our parish used the Karate Kid in one of his homilies, and I was like, this movie's everywhere.
And then I love Karate Kid Part 2.
Oh, yeah. The drum punch.
Because I was a little older, and it was an Asian movie. They didn't have many Asian movies.
That's true.
At the time.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah.
So when I looked at it, I'm like, yo, this is an Asian version of the Karate Kid. Even though, the Karate Kid's still not Asian. But everyone else in the movie was Asian. That was a big deal to me at the time. The fact that everyone was Asian.
They were in Okinawa. Well, that's true. There's some movies like in Hawaii where there's no Hawaiians. So yeah.
Well, the fact that everyone, they went to an Asian place and did the whole, big movie there.
Mm-hmm. Tamala Tomita was in that one.
Yeah, I love it.
Is that her first thing that you can remember? Tamala Tomita in?
I remember seeing her in stuff before that.
Oh, okay,
but it wasn't anything big. Nothing major.
Yeah,
like the main bad guy. Wasn't he in Real Genius before Karate Kid 2, or did Karate Kid 2 come?
You mean first? Chozen?
Yeah, the main, not the old guy.
Not young, Sato.
Yeah, not Sato.
You want to talk like this? That always make me laugh when you do that impression.
Because that's my only impression I can do.
That's how evil sounds. You didn't think evil guy talk. But yeah, I don't know. Was he in Real Genius? He might have been like one of
he was in Real Genius.
He's probably like a geek that was working there, like a background.
He was a background dude.
Background nerd.
Remember in Real Genius? Yeah, most people listening don't even remember this movie.
Val Kilmer movie.
Yeah. So the nerdy guy, they put the chip in his teeth, and he hears voices in his head. The one nerdy guy. Oh. Val Kilmer the guy falls asleep. They operate on his teeth and they put a little chip.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey, this is God."
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want you to do something.
Yeah.
Well, there's a scene in the movie where it's like, "God, where'd you go? Where'd you go?" And then an Asian guy walks in, and he looks at the weird guy and says something like he's crazy or nuts or whatever. And that's the dude from
That's Chozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know which movie came first.
I don't know either. I
remember seeing. I was like, "Oh, this is the dude from Karate Kid," and now he just has a one-liner cameo in this movie. Asian guy.
Okay,
that's just what I remember from him.
So Karate Kid. Now
Karate Kid 3 came out. That was bad because basically they said, "Yo, let's go back to white people."
Yep,
and just redo the first movie with different white people.
Yeah. Well, they brought back Macchio, right, for that one, and
yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't leave. He was still, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't even remember the end of that one. I mean, I know vaguely what happened.
He gets in a tournament and wins the tournament.
Was there a tournament?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Where the guy was so much better than him that he would like.
He tried to crane kick. He tried to do the crane kick in the tournament, and the guy blocked it.
No, but the other guy could have beat him. The bad guy could have beat him easily because he's younger and faster and stronger and all that other stuff. But he was hurting him and causing himself to lose points.
Yeah, this was AJ from General Hospital.
Was that AJ from General Hospital?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That was AJ.
Yes, it was AJ.
Oh my god, that was AJ from General Hospital. Holy crap! I mean, I kind of blanked. I kind of put that movie out of my mind anyway, so I never made that connection. That kind of
changed the world.
It blew my mind. Oh my god, it's AJ from General Hospital. Okay, I'll get over it. Give me a second.
And then next, I had no problem with next Karate Kid.
Yeah, I don't remember how it ended though. I remember the whole like she's training and
she had to go plant a bonsai tree, and some guy
like Mr. Miyagi walked in on her and like, what are you doing? Like, cause she's a girl, you can't just walk in on her in a room. That's bad and all that. She went to train with some monks. I remember that.
She had to plant the bonsai tree on the side of a cliff.
Okay.
I had no problem with that one.
Okay.
So Karate Kid movies.
Mission Impossible. I think they're good. They're still good, right?
Yeah, they're still good.
Yeah, because the last two are really good. I don't. 3 and 2 were okay, but yeah, 1 was the beginning was fine. 2 was good, I think. 3 not as good as the other one.
Yeah. Now see, yeah, they're good. They're still good.
4 was the one where
I don't know the names of them.
Yeah.
Did you watch the latest one?
Not yet.
Okay,
I'm probably gonna buy it on Blu-ray because
Why don't you just watch it first?
Because I already got the other one on Blu-ray and I kind of like that one and it's supposed to be better. So like, okay, maybe I don't know. One of them had Felicity in it. I still remember which one that was.
Yeah, they killed her real quick. Spoiler alert!
I wasn't gonna say that, but sure. And the way when she died, it freaked me out. Anyway, go ahead.
Now, here's a movie that precedes the Star Wars phenomenon of franchising movies.
James Bond?
Yep, James Bond.
Okay.
Which is why a lot of people don't think of it as like a franchise, I guess. They think
of it
like
a franchise. Come on.
Yeah, but it's not like people. You don't have your James Bond fanatics, do you?
Not the same way now. No. But it's in the culture, though.
Yeah.
It's got a cultural impact that people don't.
Yeah. The thing is, they're going to make James Bond movies forever.
Right.
They're just going to keep changing James Bond.
It's like Doctor Who.
Yeah. they're not going to stop. Well, Doctor Who's different because he's playing a different character.
No, he's not.
Well,
I know.
There's a difference.
Okay, Doctor Who, he changes on purpose, and then people acknowledge it. And James Bond, they're like, "Oh, it's a different James Bond," but no one acknowledges.
Yeah,
it's like
if you're in the movie, it's the same guy.
Same guy since 1960 something. But yeah.
Although they sort of rebooted with Daniel Craig.
Well, they rebooted it with every new James Bond.
Oh, I guess they do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just joking. I mean, it's Sean Connery, Roger Moore, blah 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 blah, Dalton. Whatever his name, I forgot other people's names.
Remington Steele.
Yeah, I just blanked on his name. Like
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan, yeah.
Not to be confused with Brosnan Pinchot.
totally easy mistake to make, So
many people aren't gonna get these jokes.
Bosom Buddies, James Bond.
It's not Bosom Buddies.
Not Bosom Buddies.
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers. That's a Bosom Buddies. Yeah, right. Perfect Strangers.
Okay, Bartakamus. From Meepos
with cousin Larry. Oh man, Bronson.
He would have made a great James Bond.
So yeah, I think.
In fact, he was in Beverly Hills Cop 1, right, or 2.
He was in more than 1.
Yeah, that's why he became popular after he had a cameo, which was funny.
Yeah.
And then they brought him back as like a bigger character.
Yeah,
because he
had a bigger bit. Like I forgot
his real life. I mean, like it's Bronson Pinchot. Same thing with not Damon Wayans, and he didn't do anything in Damon Wayans.
Yeah. He did the here's an extra banana thing. Yeah. I remember that, but
he sold Eddie Murphy bananas.
I remember Bronson Pinchot was talking about colonics in one of the movies. If you don't know what that is, just look it up. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, that's another franchise movie that they stopped it. Movie too late. Yeah. One movie too late. when it turned into a PG movie.
Was that 3 with the last one or 4?
I don't know. I just remember he was dressed up like a big teddy bear or something.
Oh yeah.
Like in an amusement park.
Right.
Eddie Murphy. It was no longer dirty mouth Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the character was to be like against the grain, abrasive, brash.
I remember watching Beverly Hills Cop as a kid and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing something bad," because he's saying a lot of bad words. And he walked into a party and there was like a lot of girls in bikinis, and he told his dick, "Wake up!" And I laughed. I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, there's a lot of adults around. I can't believe I laughed.
They didn't say anything to you, like don't listen, or they're too busy. They're too enthralled by the movie themselves. So yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Do you think they're gonna? Well, a lot of people are gonna listen to this after they've seen the movie, but
right.
Do you think they're gonna do something like really crazy twist that'll blow our minds, or do you think they'll stay sort of good versus evil?
I think there's gonna be at least one twist. I don't know how crazy it's gonna be, but I don't want it to be ruined. That's why I'm trying to stay away from any kind of spoilers. And I mean,
there are basically no spoilers for Star Wars.
Well,
which is so awesome.
I am glad we're seeing it the first day because I don't want people telling me anything about the movie. I want to learn it on my own while watching the damn movie instead of people telling me secondhand or seeing it on Facebook. That's what I'm saying, or Twitter or whatever.
You're gonna have to stay offline for a day.
I know,
because the movie comes out the night before.
Right. I know. I'm fine with that. Now,
so the movie theaters got the movie this week.
Right. So
they got the thing.
They got to view it.
No, they're not allowed to.
Oh, they're not doing that?
There's an email they sent to all the movie theaters saying no pre-screening for for anybody. Okay. Even the employees. A lot of times the employees will watch a movie before they release it. So they can
Well, how could they stop people from doing that if they gave it to if they distributed it? I mean,
because once they find out that someone's done it, if they find out, they pull the movie from that theater.
Oh, that's a lot of revenue lost.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good.
They send that email out to all the theaters saying
it's a lot of leverage.
Yeah. So a lot of employees are like, "Yo, we don't tell us what happens." I mean, they're gonna, it's sort of tough for them because, people are coming out of the theaters and they gotta go inside and clean up or usher, do their jobs, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, they're not even allowed to watch it because I'm all about screenings and free previews and all that.
Yeah.
There are none for Star Wars. I even tried to win the screening of Star Wars where you go to LA and watch it with
Harrison Ford.
Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the red carpet thing.
Okay.
I tried to win. I don't think I did.
I think you'd know by now, wouldn't you?
Isn't there like a hookup that listens to this thing? Come on. One of our Sini-Gang listeners has
if there is a hookup,
some kind of hookup.
We don't call in favors, but we don't ask for favors. But if there is someone out there, I'm with Boogie on this. We would love to see it a little bit.
Some kind of hookup.
If somehow someone involved,
we know there's Filipinos in the.
If our good friend J.J. Abrams, wants to give us a free screening, we will.
I'll pay the $10.
Money is no object as long as it's under $10.
Yeah. I mean, come on, someone in the production of the movie has to.
We just went over how they're gonna pull the movie from theaters. They pre-screen it, so
I won't tell anybody what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about the hookup. I mean, the Jessica. My number one girl of all time, Jessica Alba.
Yeah,
Jessica Alba is my girl.
I'm sorry.
No matter what.
He and Brother Butterfly have had discussions about it, and he thinks Jessica Biel is better than Jessica Alba.
He thinks Jessica Alba is average, and I
think there's something wrong with him. I mean. She's a beautiful woman. She is not average by any means.
Jessica Alba is my number one of all time.
Yes.
No matter if she got fat today and whatever,
okay,
she's still my number one because I've gone beyond just her looks.
You love her, the person, for all she is, beyond just how she appears. If that's the true deep connection that you've forged with this woman that you've never met in real life.
See, that's the thing.
What?
She came to Virginia Beach, Norfolk area.
Yes, right? I know.
And she did a show
at our university, right?
Where I work.
Yes.
Basically 200 yards from the 2 buildings away from me.
Yes.
There's an arena, and she did a thing there with Michelle Obama, and
yes,
who's the vice president? I mean, what's he?
First lady,
the first lady of the United States.
Who cares? We're talking about Jessica Alba.
Yeah, who was there? Jessica Alba, Ashanti, Jordan Sparks.
You don't really care.
I can't remember. I don't remember anyone else's name, but Jessica Alba was there.
Right.
It was just a little show. And yeah, and
you didn't get in, did you actually get a chance to look at her or be in the same room and breathe the same air as her, or what?
Well, I have a hookup at that arena.
Right.
Who just happened to be on vacation the week Jessica Alba was there.
Oh, that's
and I never asked this guy for hookups because we have this place. They always have musical acts there all the time. You have all the rappers, all the singers, all these famous people coming through there. I've never asked him.
Right.
Hey, can I get backstage, or hey, can I get nearby? Even though I could ask him, I could.
Right.
But I would have for Jessica Alba, and this dude had to take the week off that week and go to Georgia.
I thought you would have moved heaven and earth to be in the same room with that woman.
I tried. You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know how hurt I am. The fact that she was so close to me, and we didn't meet. She had lunch at Cheesecake Factory at the town center. Did you know that?
And you didn't go to Cheesecake Factory in the town?
I was stuck at work at the time.
You didn't take the day off?
You know where she had dinner after that?
Nowhere.
At this place called The Cellars, which is like in the basement of a house in these.
Hence the cellar.
Yeah. It's not private, but you get your privacy if you go there.
Right.
I don't know. I'm like you. I've never eaten there because I never cared about going there. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I heard she was there, I
mean, I got a glimpse, like a small percentage of what you're talking about, like when we saw Natalie Portman at one time and
I love Natalie Portman.
Yeah, and I know, but I know that Natalie Portman is not lower.
She's not my number one. She's top 10. Maybe.
Yes, but she's a lot lower than Jessica Alba. So what I saw with Natalie Portman leads me to believe Jessica Alba. I'm still surprised you didn't take the day off and do something else just to be in the same.
Oh, you don't know.
To breathe the same atmosphere with the woman. I'm surprised.
Those of you in LA are lucky. I mean, she's never been here before.
Yep. Who knows when she's going to be back? What could have been?
It's not over yet.
If we're still talking about it when you're like 50, there's something I don't know.
She will still be in our number one. Let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
All right. This is the part of the show where we try to educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are native speakers of Filipino/Tagalog. So if we get some aspect of the word incorrect, like the pronunciation, the meaning, some nuance of how you use it, feel free to let us know. But keep in mind, this is a lighthearted thing that we do for you because we care about our culture. We care about you. We want you to be able to share in the beauty of all that is Filipino. So, Boogie, do you have a word?
No, I don't. Do you have a word?
Well, I'm giving that little speech thing to buy you time.
I don't know. Because I'm stuck in Jessica Alba.
I know you can't think straight right now.
I mean, pag-ibig. Do you know pag-ibig?
I generally have an idea what you're talking about. I was looking up words like umibig, so you begin. So I think I didn't. Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Like that?
Pag-ibig.
See Boogie.
It's like. It's like your passion or your love. Mm-hmm. Pag-ibig. I don't know how to use that in a sentence.
Yeah, it's like sure.
But yeah, it's like.
Which one are you using? Buggy Big? Okay.
Buggy Big.
Okay. Because I know to have tender feeling for it. Umi Big. Umi, yeah, I can't talk. Umi Big. Yeah. So.
There's a Tagalog movie out there right now called All You Need Is Buggy Big.
Wow. So we're talking about tender feelings here, but we're not going to be able to do a sentence. Is that what you're saying?
No, because I can't.
We don't know the correct usage. So let's just make Pag-ibig our word of the day. We're talking about tender feelings and, having amorous intentions towards a person, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
A lot of songs called Pag-ibig in Tagalog. All right.
Sure.
Is that it?
Yep.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thesinigang. Or if you're on YouTube, do a search for our webcam sessions. Do a search for our URL, www.city-gang.com podcast. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is El Boogie, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and sige na.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next episode. Take care. And when is this going to come out? Probably right before the holidays?
Maybe in 2 days.
Okay. Either way, hope your holiday season is going well. Take care.